Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast Network. This is We Are Season 2, Episode 23, Best of Season 1. If this is your first time checking out the podcast, thank you so much. Please go to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. We're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at / We Are Podcast. With that said, on to the podcast.
We are rarer.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Surprise Podcast.
Surprise podcast?
No one knew that we were doing Surprise Podcast. This will be the first episode of Surprise Podcast, which we don't have a name for.
I'm so surprised.
And they didn't even know I was doing this to them. So this is Duck, and I'm here with
Jake,
and that is
Javi.
And we're going to start with a story about why Javi doesn't want to go to Hyenas and get embarrassed. What happened?
You answered your own question within the question,
No, I really want to know what happened. What's the story behind this?
Oh, fuck, Jake was there last time. When we got there, last time I went with Raph.
Hyenas is a comedy club, by the way.
I did not realize that Raph could possibly drop acid or ecstasy. Because on the drive there, he just kept sticking his head out the window. Oh, it's amazing, Javi! It's amazing! I was just like...
yeah, I think he dropped some tabs or something.
Yeah.
And then we get
But he claimed he wasn't high the entire
He claimed that he wasn't high. And then we got to the
Come
club.
on, I'm rolling!
Just on the road, man.
We get to the club, and he gets really low when he sees Jake. And he goes, Jake, Jake, Jake! And then Jake, I saw you give him that double take, just like...
Yeah.
Like, now I was just like, oh, fuck, yeah.
Don't ruin my fucking show.
So, and then, like, during 2 times, he would laugh so fucking loud, be the only one laughing. And the comedian, like, oh, that Taylor gets it. And I was just like, oh, shit.
So was he laughing at, like, the pauses in between the jokes? Like, it was off? Or what made you think
He
it
was
was
laughing at the waitress asking him what he wanted to order.
Oh, he was high. Oh, he was rolling hard, huh? Mm-hmm. And he drove you there?
No, I drove that time.
They said he stuck his head out the window the entire time.
Like a puppy dog?
Remind him of that scene from Dark Knight where
Yes.
ledgers up the cop car.
You know what? I would love to see Raph and Joker make up.
Yeah.
That's just
The hair would be there, fucking...
just like a dog.
And then he kept hitting on the... He kept hitting on the waitress server.
Was there something wrong with that?
No, there's
Now,
one.
was
She's
it
fucking
something
gorgeous.
right with that?
But it was
Now-
like the way he was going about it.
Now,
though.
question. Is that your kind of girl or...
The server?
It's
Yeah,
the
or everyone else?
everybody kind of girl.
Yeah, okay.
Even I was like... God,
Even you
Yeah,
were.
this chick is like fucking
Smoking.
banging. Too bad her boyfriend looks like he's got part Down syndrome.
He's a little downsy.
He does, man.
It's like, it's like he has
picture.
half a chromosome extra.
Yeah,
Does his family...
just a touch. Of
Now, do
Downs.
you think it's love or do you think the family's got money?
I think a little bit of both.
All
Or
right.
maybe love.
Yeah.
He's a cop, which is
Oh!
why he looks like a fucking tart.
Oh.
We got him right there on the right. It looks a
Oh,
little.
yeah.
Looks a little
Oh,
downy.
yeah.
Like,
a little
even in his
downy.
other
yeah.
pictures, he just like fucking...
Hold on, yeah, I'll show you another
That was
one.
Robert Downey right
The
there.
white
Good
set
Lord.
and bit beady,
Yeah.
bit glaxed over.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could lose him.
It's
in
the
plus
jaw.
one
I'm
plus
thinking
one.
it's the jaw.
It's the
though.
jaw and the eye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll show you another one. Look at those eyes.
Yep.
That was
Oh,
bad.
dear Lord. Yeah, he does
He looks-
got the down. Oh, he's
You
quirky in it.
Man,
He's totally quirky in it.
Yeah.
But she's got an amazing...
Look at that.
What
Tell me he's
now?
not retarded.
Dear Lord.
But she is a knockout, man. She's
Yeah.
got the greatest profile I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he's talking about her face, not just like her body.
Yeah.
Like, just the profile of her face.
Like when he said her profile, I'm like,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
she does have a banging fucking body. No, I must draw her.
Like, like a whole fucking other thing. Whenever I see her from the sun, I was like, God damn,
You pull canvas out of nowhere. You're just like,
I'm like,
stand still while you
stand
take my
still.
order.
I'm just painting your tip.
Here you go, madam.
But like, whenever she'll
Beautiful
come by,
profile.
whenever she would come by, I'm like, you're amazing. You're the best server here. You're you're
Wait.
beautiful.
She was so gorgeous you became intoxicated by her.
No, that's
No, that's
Raph.
Raph talking.
Oh,
Raph
okay.
was intoxicated.
The siren song had caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And every time she would walk by, I was like, oh, you're beautiful.
To be fair, does everyone
Probably
else
like,
do
will you
this
please
around her?
scratch my back?
Would it be the kind of girl I was around to just be like, I can just climb up completely?
You would
Yeah.
fucking...
Or would I be like, hi?
Yeah, you'd be like, whoa,
Hi.
who is she?
Yeah. I would have that moment where it's like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's...
I must conquer her.
It's universally decided.
All right, so let's kind of warm up with that, but let's also talk about some movie news because we're all nerds here. We want to talk about movie stuff that interests us, and then we'll get into our main subject. And once again, surprise podcast. They didn't know I was doing this. So.
Movie talk!
All right, so
yeah.
it's like Kevin Smith. He's always on top of that
Love
shit.
Kevin. Kevin, we love you.
Yes, Kevin. You'll never hear this.
Yes,
but we do.
you
You're
might.
amazing.
All right, so I was going to start with the fact that Henry Cavill is out. Have you all heard this?
Yeah, that sucks.
Now, whether it's true or not, we don't know at this point.
I
But
mean, what's he doing? The Witcher now? Did he
yes,
get The Witcher?
Yes,
Netflix,
he's doing The
Netflix,
Witcher.
He picked up The Witcher for
He's
Netflix.
not, he'll
gonna
be
do-
pretty badass.
I don't know anything about The Witcher, so and Henry Cavill is whatever to me. I don't care. All I know is he had a fucked up face in Justice League. But the
Thanks
fact
a
that
lot,
he's
Warner
taking
Brothers.
yeah, Warner Brothers, you dumb fuck, or Paramount. Who are we blaming it on? I was listening to a podcast earlier.
Petty
that said,
Mount.
Why didn't they just go full beard with him? He had a full beard.
Yeah.
That would have been badass.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have done that?
Right.
I don't know. But Cavill's out. We got Black Superman. We're getting Black Superman. How does
Michael B.
everyone
Jordan
baby.
for real?
Yes.
They actually got him.
No.
There's a chance that
What? How do you feel about Black Superman?
Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't. I like how you said that. You want to come off as a racist.
It really doesn't. Like, just
Like,
like it
I'll
didn't
be
bother me
honest.
when fucking Heimdall turned out to be black.
Dude, you said that so serious. Like, don't judge me, bro. Listen, it doesn't bother me either. Wait, it didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me either, but if they do Black Superman, let's do Black everyone. Let's do Black Batman. Let's do Black Aquaman.
let's do a white Black Panther.
Let's do it. No, but seriously, does it really matter if we do Black Superman?
Well, you can't do a fucking white Luke Cage either. Okay, come
Okay,
on. There's
well-
certain things.
Okay, so do you think it's time though that? Well, here's what I think is funny: is you take the character, the actor Michael B. Jordan, who played the black version of the
Johnny,
Human Torch,
Johnny.
which was fine. It's whatever. But at the same time, why is he the go-to for taking white characters into black characters? I don't understand why that's the go-to character. Look how nervous Javi is.
Because I'm just trying to think of how to phrase this. But
Why? Who gives a fuck? Just say what you think, dude.
I think they like Michael B. Jordan for that.
He's an amazing actor.
He's universally liked and he's easily whitewashed.
He's the
Yep.
new Will Smith.
Right there, pretty much
good
it.
Yeah.
Lord, dude. That's a kind of valid point, actually.
Yeah. He's like very non-threatening.
I think it is time. I think it's time that they could do something like that. And they
Look,
should
if they're
going
gonna do somebody that isn't the typical Superman, what they need to do is the Red Sun Superman.
They could.
That
do
would be the
inverse
most.
Russian
Yeah,
version of it.
exactly.
That would be great.
That-
I think they're doing that right now on Supergirl. They're doing a version of that, or they're doing that universe at this point. So that's kind of cool. Here's the other thing I noticed too about the last podcast. We are a group of bros. Okay,
Whoa.
a lot of people don't talk the way that we talk, and it's offensive. So if you're offended by this, you can
Go
go
fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously,
Because
please, from the bottom
this
of my
is
heart.
how men talk. This is broadcast, okay? This is what we do.
Just because we're not PC doesn't mean we believe everything that
Well,
we're saying.
Here's the thing that people need to
Fucking
understand.
faggots.
We've all worked in a comedy club. We've heard and seen fucking everything.
Not
We
me.
don't give a shit.
I don't even enjoy comedy. I fucking hate it.
He's a manager of a comedy club. Just in case you chance to pawn this.
I am not joking!
Alright, so, Black Batman,
What are we
Black
joking about?
Superman, Black Aquaman, White
Black
Black
Woman,
Panther.
please.
I think a black Aquaman could only improve his image at this point.
Dude.
I thought Aquaman
looks
was
sweet.
black
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, I think
Jason Momoa's not black?
He's not black? That dude's not black?
Oh.
What is he?
He's
Whatever the
Mexican,
Rock
isn't
is.
he?
Yeah. The water Mexican, as you were calling him.
Right.
Yes.
The real wetback.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow, Avi, you took it to a place that I feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
Jesus,
Wow.
I was just joking about not joking.
What are you wearing?
My shirt's all fucking ripped and it's getting worse.
I thought that you had like a gun holster
I
there.
thought it was a grocery bag tied up.
I did. It looks like that too. What is
It's
it?
my shirt turned.
It's packing tape. He's got a big tear going down his shirt
We're
right
having
here,
a
and it's not
Jason
even
Todd
covering
moment.
it now at this point. Now he just looks like a fucking hobo.
Wow.
Oh, bro.
I literally thought you were wearing a vest because your phone's sitting up there like that. I don't know why you look like
Shit.
you look like Murtaugh in the ring. the weapon, dude. Moving on to another Disney franchise, the only other one that really matters next
Don't
to
say Star Trek.
Beauty and the Beast with Dan Stevens.
Oh,
That
that
fucking beast cock.
Did you hear about how
The movie
Hobby?
that came out recently was really good. Tell me was
Right?
really good.
What was?
Super good. The Beauty and the Beast that had already
Did you
come
want to
out.
suck Dan Stevens' cock?
I don't know who Dan Stevens is.
Okay, the Beast.
So there's never been one cock I've ever wanted to suck. Okay? So I'm gonna assume no.
Let me tell you a story about Hobby.
First of all, I never watched
Or you
that.
can watch, or you can watch the
All-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Let's Play. And
All
find
I
out.
did was say well, that beast was hot. And then you guys were still it's like, oh, you gonna suck the
Ben,
cock,
come back.
Bobby?
No.
Ben, don't leave.
Okay.
All right.
What's the main crush on the Beast?
All right.
I'm just digging this whole Depot.
The movie was really good, though.
It was good.
Dude,
It was just like the cartoon.
Dude, don't jump into the cockpit with him, okay?
Because it wasn't the cartoon.
Ah!
So Avengers 4
I
has
will
possibly...
say it was alright. I took my girlfriend to see it.
Oh, yeah. And what'd she
Yeah.
say afterwards?
That was magical. I don't fucking
You said she said the same thing Javi said, that she wanted to
Oh,
suck
I
the
want
beast
that
cock.
beast cock rimming me.
Hang on, I'm going to pause this for a second. What was the word that you used the other day to describe your pumpkin spice?
Oh, it was magical.
Magical.
Enchanting.
Enchanting. Hold on. Alright. So, it was the gayest thing I've ever heard.
I said it's enchanting like a beast cock.
But like when you say it's magical, see, girls say words like that, and gay people say. So he was gifted this.
I'll give him this.
So somebody knew him well enough to give him a gift of this, which makes him even gayer. Somebody knows him well enough to give him a gift of pumpkin spice lotion, and he has the gall to tell me that it smells enchanting. That's the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life.
As he put it back into his fanny pack.
Yeah, exactly. As he paired it up with his bubble bath lotion or whatever.
All I know is it smells amazing. Magical. Speaking of magical realms, Avengers 4, a possible title was released.
Let's go back to how gay you are.
Right.
Before we move on, hang on. We got a lot of stuff going on for us right now. This is where people want to listen. And
That's fun.
How gay is David?
Don't
How
call me.
gay is he?
Who knows me as David?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I only call him David when I'm mad at him.
Are you mad at me for my?
He's so gay.
Look how angry he is. So mad.
Well,
Well, you look at it. There's only really 3 major action beats in that. The first one with the
first
encounter,
fight.
the first fight in the apartment,
Yeah.
the car chase scene, and then the ending scene. So,
Yeah.
like I said, typical origin movie. But what we saw in the first scene, and I would say even in the finale, where they're going to take a rocket to space so they can go back and get the rest of the symbiotes for whatever reason. The Riot symbiote wants to do that. I wouldn't say it was bland, but it did something I never saw before. It was a fight scene on a walkway to a rocket, where they're fighting in the walkway heading that way, and I was like, that's actually kind of cool.
Right.
I've never seen
To
that in a
what?
movie.
To what? To a skyrocket in flight.
Afternoon delights. I'm kind of curious to see.
They
what
do that every 10,
talking about that
15
the other
fucking
day. Deep
years.
Impact Armageddon, baby.
Yeah, and they did the same thing with the Jungle Book years ago.
They did,
It was
they made it
Rudyard
live action.
Kipling's Jungle Book and then just the fucking Jungle Book.
Because Disney made a version of it where it was an adult version of it.
They had fucking Jason Lee Scott, fucking Dragon, Bruce Lee.
Really?
Jason Scott Lee was one of them, I believe. Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Rapa Nui. It's about the Easter Islands. Easter Islands got the giant fucking heads out there or whatever. But it's about whenever that shit was prevalent. It was like set hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But it's a really fucking cool movie because it's about the island tradition to inseminate the queen or princess. These guys had to race to fucking win the spot to
I was hoping for
get
more
it.
cheesy.
Like, so they go through like these streaks of like feats of strength and endurance.
Dude, I just like the way you said it. To fucking get it.
Yeah.
It made me so happy. I was like, yeah, fucking get it. It was so good. Back in the early 2000s, Will Smith and Rob Williams never did a movie together. But there was a movie they were supposed to do about Will Smith was going to play a character who was the grandson of this very rich person. And he was going to go on a killing spree and kill all the family members. And all the family, Nutty Professor style, were going to be played by Robin Williams.
Awesome.
That would
Is
have
this
been
a comedy?
Yes, it would have been a dark comedy. It would have been a
Who's going to do it?
Robin
That sounds like a
Williams and
fucking
Will
Peter
Smith.
Jackson style fucking
They-
movie or
they
something.
never made it, though. So I was always pumped about it coming out, and it never came
I
out.
heard they were going to do I, Robot 2, and the plot was for Will Smith to kill the Bicentennial Man.
Elf was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I loved Gordon Shumway. I loved everything he did. I thought it was hilarious.
Willie,
How
where's
he-
your cat?
Yeah, how he was chasing pussy all the time, how he was always causing trouble. How much, if you watch that show now, how much the dad hates Elf is fucking ridiculous. And it's
I
actually
love
true.
Bob Euchre.
Did you hear what happened to him?
What?
He got caught smoking crack and sucking off homeless guys in the alleyway. And
Are you
Shut
serious?
the fuck up.
Dead fucking serious. That's why he's no longer has a career, dude. A video came out of him fucking smoking crack and sucking off homeless guys.
Oh, that hurts my feelings.
I'm just saying, dude.
Bob Euchre?
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Look how shocked you guys are. I was too.
We have to take it to Snopes. This cannot be real.
No, dude, dead serious.
Mr. Belvedere's Bob Euchre.
The commentator for Major League, Bob Euchre.
Listen,
Jesus Christ, the actual commentator for the Milwaukee Brewers, Bob Euchre.
District 9 was good, though, wasn't it?
It was.
I went to see it not knowing what the fuck it was, because the trailers didn't really give it away. Did
Sure.
you go to the theaters to see it?
Yeah, it was great.
Now, were you blown away whenever you were watching
Yes.
theaters?
Like, dude, this is fucking the tits.
There's only 2 movies I've ever seen in theaters that gave me that feeling. That movie and fucking Cloverfield. When I went to see Cloverfield, because they did not tell you what Cloverfield was about.
Oh, no.
All they showed was like City
Sounds
Destruction, and when it was a fucking Godzilla movie in disguise, I was in the theater freaking the fuck out. I was like, best day ever. Saw it twice. First time, I can't remember who I saw it with. Second time, I saw it with my girlfriend at the time. She ended up jerking me off in the theater, and we were the only 2 in the theater, and I was so fucking high, I couldn't come until the movie escalated at the very end. It was like,
Climax of the
and
climax.
it was, dude,
Wait, did
exactly.
the climax when they killed TJ
Fucking,
Miller?
no. I'm dude, telling you, she started jerking me off, lasted the whole way to the end of the movie until like there was a boom explosion, this and that, and I was like, oh shit! Just fucking threw it all over the chairs in front of me. Didn't give a fuck, dude.
You fucking Pee Wee Herman all over.
Dude, it was amazing. I would put that in the top
If
10.
Abraham Lincoln was sitting in front of
You
me,
know
he
what?
would have been assassinating the president.
It was the number 1 hand job I've ever gotten. I don't think I've ever gotten a better hand job than
Congratulations,
that.
ex-girlfriend.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, how's
So-
Cloverfield to you, though? Just message us
When,
back and
when,
let us know.
when she watches this, she's like, I hate this fucking movie.
Oh, fuck, she had to give an hour plus.
It just,
She is a goddamn.
she gets carpal tunnel every time the movie
Imagine the
starts.
lactic acid building up in her throat. Okay,
Now,
dog.
every time before she goes to the movie, she fucking gets the fucking hand strengtheners, the little fucking.
Roger, checking.
They sell them at the stand
Well,
for.
at first, that was just her last hand job. She's like, fuck this shit, I'm done.
So, for those who don't know, the We Are Here podcast is going to be a podcast where we talk about movies, entertainment, video games, whatever the fuck
Shorty
we want to
Mac.
talk about. Mostly Shorty Mac,
Come on,
surprisingly. If you watch the videos, we talk quite a bit about it. But
What
you'll,
would you like to
if you
know?
watch the videos, you'll find out. And if you really look up Shorty Mac and watch those videos,
You'll know.
you'll really find out.
I'm intrigued.
You won't be.
Yeah.
It will
Well,
destroy
it might be your thing. Who knows?
Wait, we're not talking about hip hop, are
I guess he could be a rapper. I mean,
I thought that you were talking about a rapper I'd never heard of. I like Too Short.
he might rap at him
Never
after.
listened to Mac
You know what? I
Miller,
don't think he ever raps.
but I thought maybe it was like a Too Short Mac Miller.
He doesn't.
He is just a straight up fucking
There's none
skinhead.
that'll fit him though. That's
Yeah.
why.
This is a porno thing.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
he's driving a Hindenburg down there, dude. It's fucking huge. Like,
He's always
ah,
crashing into
God.
Zeppelins.
Man.
hot white girl should be called Zeppelins from now on. That's
For
pretty
real.
good. Tyler Perry wants to make Sister Act 3
Yeah.
with Whoopi Goldberg and Tiffany Haddish.
Finally!
Should have fucked her.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Tell the story, Mike, about the time
I'm not
Tiffany
doing that.
Haddish wanted to fuck you.
I'm not doing that.
Please,
You've
Mike.
already said it, and I'm not taking it out, so you might as well dig in.
So I go
She is
outside.
so fucking hot. Okay.
I know, right? And it's like, it has just rained or something.
Uh-huh.
The ground is wet. And I'm like, but there's no clouds. And I ask her, I'm like, hey, did it just rain? She goes, why? Trying to get your dick wet? And I said, yeah. She goes, okay. And I said, hold on, let me go over for a quick picture. Then I'm not going to, like, you know.
So she
And
offered.
she's
So
like,
she
well,
offered.
if you got to call your girlfriend, then don't worry about it.
Oh my
I was
god!
like, oh, fuck! And then I got home and I told my girlfriend about it. She was like, you should have fucked her.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't, but I could have.
Yeah. So everyone.
Yeah, him too. Yeah,
Yeah.
him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Just
an
so I
orgy
feel left
situation.
out.
Now,
I
now,
almost
just so
did
you
several
know, like,
times.
Yeah.
like
Several times she offered this.
Damn.
this is not to disparage Tiffany Haddish at all. We're both very handsome, attractive, and kind and wonderful people.
And she's cool as shit.
And
Yeah.
she's
She's
super
just
cool.
out doing whatever
She's so
she wants to do,
fucking
hot.
so I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
She's trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
And
So
I
wait,
totally would have been down.
You
but
could have fucked her. You could have fucked her. Javi.
Let me get this.
If that was
Even
a fucking
clearer.
to me, I would fuck.
She would have fucked me.
She would have.
All right.
I kind of want to.
And you'll never get a chance again.
That's not true.
All right. When you're gonna get a chance, she ain't coming back through. She's too big for that shit.
I might bump into
You're
her.
gonna have to wait 15 years when she's on the
I might
downswing.
run into her
man.
again sometime. And you know what? In 15 years, I'll look like this.
That's true. You don't age. You are the Nicolas Cage of the group. It's ridiculous.
Black don't crack. Neither do Mike.
Right.
I found out your superpower. If you get you in front of a microphone, dude, you get like real like aggressive. It's crazy. What you guys don't know is Mike is like a super timid guy. Usually, he's just like, nah, everything's cool. But you get him in front of a microphone, he's like, I could have fucked Haddish. Yeah, in fact, I did.
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right, I gotta go to the news that I worry about every week. It keeps me up late at night. I can't
Benghazi?
not think about this. Yes, the Benghazi of cinema, Avatar. Fucking Avatar. See, it pulls the air right out of the room. That's why I like to talk about it, because fuck Avatar. How many times have you guys seen Avatar?
Maybe twice.
4 times.
I saw it once, and I was good. I was never again. You gotta be kidding me. But originally, Avatar was to be rated R, and that's how he wrote the script, is a rated R Avatar.
Avatar.
Avatar! Triple X.
Yeah.
It's got guts.
Blue guts. Pirates. Blue muffs.
Dude, oh yeah. You know what's weird is I think I got that kink and I don't even know it yet. Like, I think I could get it behind some blue cat sexual shit.
They're pretty fucking hot.
If I had an avatar, I would totally make another blue
Oh,
person.
fuck yeah, dude. Hey, could you do it without the Avatar suit?
See, I don't think so, because that would make my dick look really small in a giant avatar.
Yeah.
Those blue knobby hands.
I heard the rumors you got a Hodor size.
Ugh. Hold it. Hold the door.
Sing song. Like he's doing something. You guys.
Well, plus he was a kid, so you could kind of relate to it.
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about that until today too. I was just like, he really is a kid.
Yeah.
And that comic book, like that idea of like that young, and that's what I kind of like about Marvel. What they're doing now is he's back to being a kid. Because when I was a kid and I watched Spider-Man, I didn't think Tobey Maguire was a kid. He looked like he was like
50 years old, had a goddamn 5 o'clock
I'm
shadow.
sitting there watching it in the theater, and I'm just like, he looks old as shit. Now I'm older than he was.
Fucking
then.
using his AARP card paper shit with it in there. Like, oh yeah, Peter Parker.
He's sitting there at the early
Regular
days.
high school student, don't mind me.
I gotta get down to the buffet before 10 a.m.
I can't be fighting too long. Sundown's coming.
Oh shit, it's Bonesaw.
I'm ready for both of them.
No, I'm not.
Leave me alone, Bonesaw.
My young Uncle Ben has been murdered.
It's just a pillar of dust.
They just broke a statue over. Fucking goddamn. Too old, Spider-Man. Get the fuck out of here.
Spider-Man, Sebastian.
We'll catch him. He can't get away with that. Rickets.
Gonna swing over here. Oh,
There's already theories galore about everything that's going on. Somebody, I liked the idea that he's transmitting back home, and Pepper might actually fucking go into space and save him in one of the fucking Iron Man suits.
the rescue outfit or
Yeah.
whatever it was. There's that. Could be Captain Marvel.
I think it's going to
heard.
be Captain Marvel, though.
Yeah, it could be Captain Marvel. Could
Or
be...
he takes apart Nebula and uses her to rebuild the ship.
Oh my god, I would take apart Nebula in another way.
I bet
Sweet
you would.
Jesus. Have you seen the Jumanji 2 where she's in it and she's a fucking redhead?
Yeah, man.
Oh
she's,
my god,
yeah.
so fiddly fine. Mm,
I know the actress.
so fine. I don't know what her name is. I just know her as Hot Bitch.
I would do her as Nebula.
Yeah. I did. Dude, if I met a girl in that
the
cosplay
robotic arm?
and I had a chance, totally would.
Yeah,
Bro, but I got the feel from that trailer alone that Cap and Iron Man are gonna fucking just... They're
gonna fuck?
They're gonna die.
and then they'll die.
From shave.
The scene we've been waiting for since the wood cutting scene.
Yeah.
It's the second wood cutting scene.
Wood isn't the only thing getting split here.
Oh yeah.
I like I want red hair fucking Black Widow.
Do you think they took it? Do you think they made her blonde because of Scarlet Witch? You couldn't have two redheads in a movie?
She's not redhead.
She's brunette.
She's brunette.
She's like dirty blonde.
Too many redheads and stuff.
But you can never have too many redheads.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%, man. If I was at a ginger convention, I'd just jump in like I was at a concert. Carry me! Carry me, my lovelies!
Worst superhero ever. I agree with you 100%, man.
I thought you could say Ginger Man. They're drinking and fighting everybody. That's what happens.
Ginger Man.
Yeah, I was reading something or watching something talking about they have made the comment that it's not just 50% of the population; it's 50% of everything.
Yes.
Animals,
all living
microbes.
life.
I don't know. Hey, that'd be funny
Water
if
bears.
like, I was gonna say the water bears. If he's down there in the quantum realm, and all of a sudden water bears just like slowly dust away. He's like, what the fuck?
Awesome.
Actually, that
would be
$5
fucking
to
awesome.
actually have
That would be fucking awesome.
You know what? You got time, Russo. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, if you're listening,
That would be fucking
you got
genius.
time. And then what about Wolverine?
He's gonna show up. They have
You really
set
think?
photos. They have set photos of Jack Human and like full on Wolverine facial hair.
He isn't Jack Human, that Hugh Jackman.
I was so there, but you see how big my eyes got? I was like, all right. Jack Human.
I could cry not ugly if that'll help.
Yeah, probably. Like, he just got
He
Alba.
can. Wait, what about Jessica Alba?
That's what the director told her on fucking Fantastic Four. And he was like, okay, I need you to cry. They ended up digitally adding the tears anyway.
Oh,
but he
Jesus.
told her that that he wanted her to cry pretty. And she was like, fuck this shit. What are you talking about? Cry pretty. And she stopped acting it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, man. Remember when you saw Idle Hands for the first time?
Oh
No,
my god.
Did you not fall
I was
in
like,
love
who
with
is
her?
this chick?
No, we were all like, who is this
Yeah.
chick? Exactly.
It's a real idle hand.
Oh man.
Devil's playground.
Is her husband not the luckiest guy in the world? Wasn't he just
what?
like some like
Who's that?
assistant or something like
she has
that?
she has a fucking husband?
Yeah.
You're a douchey. I think his name is Cash.
Dude, I think no, literally, he was just like a
God.
direct. He was like a lighting assistant or something on a movie, and he was just like, "What's up, baby?"
That's
And-
like fucking Shannon Elizabeth's husband.
Oh yeah, the big guy.
Yeah, but
Gives
she's
hope-
not with him anymore. She's
Yeah, I
like
know.
totally cheated on him like a million times.
I know,
but
but
it's
it
like
gave me hope for us big
Yeah.
guys. Bro.
Oh, that guy was
like,
the
get that.
director assistant in a Silent Bob Strike Back.
yeah.
Yeah. One time, I was with a girl who looked like her. One time.
Sorry.
Who?
One time, Shannon Elizabeth.
There you go.
It was
Say it looked like
fucking-
Shannon Elizabeth's husband.
Her chest hair was amazing.
That was multiple.
She had
times.
that Greek look to her. I loved it.
Yeah.
I can't make it past it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Why can't I make it past that point? How many times have you watched it?
Like 10, if that, but not all the way through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's impossible to
like
get
I'm
all the
saying,
way
like I
through.
tried watching. So
What do you think that is? Is there just too much going on?
It's a long movie. to
it
start with.
drags in parts where you don't want it to drag, and it doesn't spend enough time on the subjects that you want it to spend on.
Right,
Yeah.
and there's like 4 storylines going
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Because
Like,
there's
it's just
Luke
like,
and Ray,
cool.
there's Rose and Finn, there's
the Holdo
Poe.
and fucking
And Odo, yeah.
fucking
So that's
Captain
3.
Holdo.
Is that 3
fuck,
stories?
Fuck you, Laura Dern. What
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Once
You're
again,
gonna-
go chase your fucking dinosaurs. We don't need to see you
like,
anymore.
what the
You Helen Hunt wannabe bitch.
Fuck
Fuck you.
God damn it!
Like,
what a stupid fucking
she
character.
wasn't hot
Why
in the
can't they
90s?
just fucking let them in on what's going on? Why is it going to be a secret to the people that are trying to fucking help you? This is so stupid.
They need to teach
She's
him a lesson.
Hero. Why didn't fucking Carrie Fisher fucking light speed through that bitch?
Exactly. Why didn't they recut that? Even in the theater, I'm thinking, I wasn't bothered by the Mary Poppins back, but I felt like it was a missed opportunity for her to be the one. Later, when they did the Dreadnought thing, cut in half, which I still contend is awesome.
Oh,
I
it's
know a lot of people
badass.
are
It's
against it. I
awesome
liked it.
cinematography, but I don't like
It was an
who's in
anime
it and
moment.
how it's done.
Yeah, why didn't they just move that to be Princess Leia?
Exactly.
Because you wanted to have her and Luke at the end have a small moment. I didn't give a fuck about that moment.
No.
Luke didn't get to have
It
a
means
moment with
nothing
Han.
because it wasn't even a real moment. He wasn't even there.
Yes,
How
exactly.
the fuck did
Doesn't
he leave the
count.
dice with her if he wasn't even there?
Didn't they disappear too?
Yeah, they did, but still.
Bullshit. We didn't need it. Who cared about the dice? I didn't remember the dice. Maybe you knew about the. Did you know
I
about
did,
the dice?
but
I
it is,
didn't.
it is a very, very small part of fucking Star Wars fandom trivia that those dice were hanging in the Millennium Falcon. And it's,
They're just using the dice now because they're going to use them in Solo, and then they did use them in Solo.
yeah,
so.
of course. And that makes sense, but that's their idea of paying fan
That's the
service.
movie I had a hard time getting through.
You get what I'm saying?
What was that, Avi?
That was one movie I had a hard time getting through a Solo.
You couldn't make it through Solo? I thought Solo was a blast. I had a blast watching that movie.
Whoa.
I literally
Is that
sat
a
back.
pun?
I sat back. Yeah, who blasts first or who shot first? I sat back and just enjoyed the shit out of it and didn't worry about it. I was just like, this movie's fucking fun. It's not Harrison Ford. I knew that. Didn't feel like Harrison Ford, but I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I really did. But you couldn't make it through, you said?
No, man. I don't know. I felt he was being a little bit too try-hard to, like, try and encapsulate Han Solo. Just kind of like...
He was happy Han.
Han is never happy.
He was happy 10 years before it became cynical Han, I guess. I don't know.
I don't have a
You don't got a dog in this
fight because, yeah.
Did you like it? Did you watch it? You haven't watched it.
I didn't watch it.
You haven't watched
What
it?
does that tell you?
Yeah, it does say a
Mr.
lot.
fucking Star Wars.
That does say a lot.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Ladies
so
and
what? I'm good.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm good,
if you don't know, Jake is probably the biggest Star Wars fan I've ever met in my life. Like, no joke. Seriously, hands down. Man has a freaking tattoo on his arm that is a Mandalorian symbol.
A bantha skull.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought it was
Boba
Mandal-
Fett. It is a Mandalorian symbol.
So, are you excited about that? And Jesus Christ, are you doing push-ups? What the fuck, dude? You fucking beast mode, dude. Like, I got all shy about it. Jesus, dude. You lifted it up. You're like, you're always sobbing. You're like, boof, this now, too, man. Fucking some beast mode on that. Jesus, man. Rips off his shirt and starts fighting my neighbors. I'm like, calm down, Jake. It's just Star Wars, dude. So, a new study indicates that streaming services such as Netflix and anything else that you might call Netflix that isn't Netflix, it's like when you play Nintendo, but it's really a Sega. You're like, that grandma's like, you guys gonna go play Nintendo? It's a Genesis grandma.
It's all Nintendo to me.
What is killing is cable TV.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the prices of popcorn and drinks.
No, that's
I thought that
probably
was
true.
what's killing
Oh,
movie
yeah,
theaters.
speaking of which, how much was that soda?
Fuck.
Like,
$5 a piece.
yeah, dude, that was nuts. Like, I was like, can I get a sweet tea and a 7-Up or Sprite? And the kid's like, it's going to be $11.50. And I was like, oh, shit. You are gay.
yeah. What? That's gay.
I was like,
it's like, sorry, that's just our prices. No, not the prices.
No, you.
Okay, how do you think Cap is gonna like react when like fucking Deadpool calls him a fucking faggoty cocknock or something like that in an Avengers movie?
See, that's what I'm saying.
He's like, whoa, no one's ever talked to him like that before.
All right, you're right. They probably shouldn't water it down. I don't know. I'm excited.
I mean, if anything, it just opens the door for a lot of those language jokes that Cap loves to do.
Yeah.
Jeez,
He's exactly right. Right.
Every 5 minutes, language.
Yeah.
Language.
Yeah.
Language.
Language, Deadpool. Wade, watch your mouth.
All right. Studio Ghibli's.
Ghibli.
Did you hear that, folks? Did you hear that? Ooh.
It's Ghibli.
Speaking of what? All right, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Speaking of which, did you see how Javi had an orgasm in the movie theater when the How to Train Your Dragon
Jesus
75? He literally went. Little kids. He was holding popcorn and it started re-popping. It was fucked up, dude.
It's all shooting out.
He's dumping it. He's grabbing other people's food and throwing it. Oh, jeez. No, but seriously, and me and Jake, he didn't say it out loud, but I heard him. He's just like, oh, so the one's black and the other one's white and a girl, huh? That's original, isn't it? That's what you were fucking thinking, wasn't it? Because me and him both at the same time was just like, whatever. This fucking movie, and Javi's over there going, oh, jeez. Oh, God, he's got a girlfriend. What did you think of it, though?
I really like that.
First of all, you don't even know it's the third or fourth movie.
It's the third, Duck. Let's check tape.
Jake, you got this?
Yeah.
Why I ripped into Javi a little bit more?
Yeah.
So what was it about this that... Because you went through the range of emotions. You went from, and by the end you were just like, na. What was it about how... I get it. I went to theaters to see the first How to Train Your Dragon.
Did you see the second one?
No.
Well, then that...
And I haven't watched the cartoon series. I haven't played the video games.
Don't worry about... Fuck the video games and fuck the cartoon series. They're not that great. The second one you gotta see. And that's why I was like, oh...
I'm pretty sure it's the fourth one.
It's the third.
Ah, okay.
Nerd, remember, I'm a fucking cartoon nerd.
I hope it sucks.
It's not gonna suck. It's
All
gonna be
right,
fucking
that's
great
the same.
stuff.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with I Am Chris Farley.
Oh, dude, I want to see that so bad.
I'm gonna
Because-
get you a copy,
Yeah,
my friend.
seriously, asshole.
Yeah.
You've been
What a dick. You're holding off. You got
saying this for
You've
like
got the
months
Chris
now.
Farley and you're holding on in your hand. All right.
But this was just so fucking great. It really gave you a look by people who personally knew Chris Farley, like, on a deep level, like Adam Sandler and shit. And they all pretty much said, like, this guy was just terrified all the time. And he didn't want to let anybody down. And, like, they keep coming to this interview with him on David Letterman, his first time on David Letterman. And David Letterman kind of leans in, you're going to be a big star. You're going to be huge. And all of a sudden, you saw, right? You just see, like, this look of just epic fear on his face. Like, what am I getting myself into?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And, like, I remember seeing that part, and I welled up. Because I don't know why. You kind of, like, put yourself in Chris Farley's shoes. Like, you just want to be there. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
He seems like a real person.
Yeah.
Just got a lucky break.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. But, I mean,
He
he's
didn't
just
know what
the
to do with
best
it.
of all of us.
Man, he went out too early. I remember when he died, I was so upset.
Oh,
I cried.
like a bitch.
I know, and I was so upset about it. And until this year, I hadn't seen the picture. Remember on Rotten.com, they had the pictures and stuff like that, and I refused to look at it.
Yeah.
And I was just looking up
Well,
a picture
I've
of
heard
Chris
the
Farley
story
and saw
about
it.
the stripper leaving his apartment and him begging her not to
Yeah.
leave.
Oh,
And
it's
then
heartbreaking, dude.
he died that night.
Yeah,
Like a few hours later.
it's heartbreaking.
Like he was practically dying whenever he asked her not to leave.
And then after they do like the whole death thing because it leads up to by Adam Sandler going, "You got to stop. This is not going to end well. You got to stop. You got to slow it down." And also they cut to newscaster. 36-year-old Chris Farley is now dead.
Fuck.
And then they cut to Tom Arnold, who just like can't even get through. He was a real good friend of mine.
Yep.
It made my life better having him in my life, and I was just kind of like, "Oh shit."
Yep.
Well, you don't even have to recommend it because I want to see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I want to see it so bad.
we're
And I love the
fans.
fact that we still love Chris Farley. We are
Everybody still loves him.
Yeah, and that love stays for him, and we all because I
I'm
think
getting goosebumps right
Yeah.
now just
Yeah.
fucking
I
talking
feel like-
about it, thinking about it.
I know growing
running
up-
through my fucking body, like
Right.
what a fucking impact he has made throughout my life, like it just in like terms of what I view as funny or whatever else.
because we
Like,
can
it's
see
just-
ourselves in him. For me, when I was younger, being a bigger kid, I totally saw myself in Chris Farley and what he did, and he actually gave me confidence to go, I might not ever look like these other people, but I can be like that, and I know I can make people laugh, and that helped
Exactly.
build my sense of humor and how I interact with people. I knew, and I learned at a young age, if you can make people laugh, they'll be on your side instead of against you, and that's
It's
a
like-
lot nicer place to be.
They do an interview with Bo Derek in the documentary, and for some reason,
sweet Jesus.
it kind of like, as a big guy myself, he's just like, she said, like, it's not exactly Ken doll, but it's severely attractive. I mean, like, how he was around
Motherfucking
people
Bo
and personality
Derek
and
said
shit
that.
God
Yeah,
damn.
he's a big, lovable fucking teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Did he fuck Bo Derek?
Maybe. I
Alright,
mean, they were in Tommy Boy together. It was his stepmom in Tommy Boy.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, God. I guess it's my
Pretty
turn.
girl with a diamond ring.
Oh, my God. So I like that, and I like the fact that Samwise Gamgee got his he got eaten. I thought that was kind of cool.
Poor Sam.
Well,
Yeah, but then Hopper kissed her.
Mikey from the Goonies.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but dude, then Hopper fucking made out with Winona Ryder at the end. Or he kissed her in the forehead, but whatever.
Now that he's out of the picture.
Yeah. Now that I said
I'm gonna be Hellboy, right?
I sent my devil dog after him, and now I'm gonna get that Winona pussy. Hey, Winona had a big brown beaver.
ride her.
Oh yeah, let's do this. So are they going to be a couple in the next season? Probably, right?
I hope not, man. I don't want
Why?
them
Because
I don't
she's
want them
kind of
to-
crazy.
She's a little bit too crazy.
Yeah, but he smokes weed before he goes to work as a cop.
Yeah,
Well,
like a
that's
real
right.
fucking man does. Jesus Christ, this is all this hatred on Hopper all of a sudden.
No, I'm a fan.
Hopper's my
Because
favorite character, though.
He knows what he needs to do before he gets out there to maintain himself.
I got to deal with these demon dogs and demogorgons. Smoke this sweet weed.
Let's not crucify the guy.
Not yet. Okay, Kevin Feige reacts to James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad 2. So this is his exact quote about the Suicide Squad 2.
Then shortly after Mortal Kombat came out on Sega Genesis, and that was like, fuck yeah. I
And
had
your
to
dad
get
got
this.
that for you, right? And he
Mom
was
and
like,
dad, yeah. And they had
Did
no
you call me your
idea.
old man dad?
I said my mom and
I
dad.
thought you said my old man dad. I was like,
Yeah, my old man.
Oh, yeah, Dad Pinkston. Everybody knows Dad Pinkston.
Actually, nowadays it's pop.
So, but your dad got it for you because he was like, "This is cool. This is fun, right?"
Yeah, whatever. They just were more interested that I wasn't bothered.
Whatever's gonna keep kids out of
Yeah,
our
just
hair.
keep him in his room, fucking playing video games. They had no idea that you were like ripping people's heads off and shit, probably.
So their mind is all like candy and fluffy stuff, so delicious. And then you're going,
So, and then the progression, Mortal Kombat 2 came out. I think I told y'all about that one. I already knew some of the finishing moves on it. Showed my parents at a Cheddar's, actually, just right over here.
No shit.
Yeah. I was like, hey, come watch me play this game. I'm like, okay.
No shit. And then you showed me, like, and this is when I ripped their fucking head off.
Well, I ripped their torso off. I was Johnny Cage.
Yeah, and
the second one.
And so they pick it. So it's like all fun and game. You're like, that's kind of weird.
They're like, holy shit, that's brutal. They didn't care. They're
That's
just like, that's
awesome.
whole, they found extreme, like, over the top violence funny because it is funny.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. So the first time I saw it, I was at Aladdin's Castle, which was an old arcade. I don't know if they had that here or in New York. It was just called
Tilt.
It was called Aladdin's Castle, and so I went in, and somebody was having a birthday party, and all the cool games like Pac-Man and whatever's got all this stuff.
Were you invited to the party?
I was, surprisingly. I wasn't always hated as I am now. They're like, he's fat and he likes cake, and I'm like, I'll be there.
How old was the kid turning?
Oh, probably like he was 25. He was like,
It was awkward being a 21-year-old at a 7-year-old party.
And I kept stealing his presents too. Mom!
Finally got invited to a party. No big deal.
So good. So I was walking around, all the normal, like the tokens are coming out of the thing, skee ball here, everything's fine, and all of a sudden I see the devil. Literally, that's how I felt. Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet. And all of a sudden, I just hear and all the noises, and you hear the evilness. Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you get a chance, head over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And if you're enjoying the podcast today, please share with your friends. It's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, back to the podcast. And so this week we're going to start off with some movie news. Movie news. You got
Willy Wah.
Dude, it was the Willy Wah. All right, so Aunt Tomei is smoking hot. Evidently, everyone's. Here's my question: he had that weird interaction that Tony Stark had with Aunt Tomei also, where everyone's just kind of like, I don't know, fuck her. And then, fucking Nelson, what's his name? Happy Hogan. Sorry, I went to Daredevil. He was in Daredevil, remember? Yeah. So, anyhow, he wants to fuck her, too. Do you think Peter Parker has to deal with that interaction all the time?
All the time, yes.
It must be really awkward because I'm sure he wants to fuck her, too.
I was thinking the same thing. Some weird Pornhub shit going on.
It's probably not like his aunt by blood either. Like his blood
So
uncle died, so like it's kind of just like, what?
I really hope that's the Pornhub title.
Like she married into the Parker family, and that'll make.
No, the Pornhub title will be Blood Aunt seduces younger superhero teenage.
Fucking Blood Aunt. They never specify in the Pornhub videos Blood Aunt, and I'm like, oh, it's just that much dirtier.
Like taboo.
Now, me personally,
who's unhappy? Paramount.
They have nothing to say about it. They can't do anything. They didn't talk to them before they hired John Lasseter on. Basically, like it's too soon after the situation. You can see that he's just awkward and very friendly, and it got taken the wrong way. And that's what I see when I watch that. But then I read some of the allegations. I went, well, he's grabbing people's asses and stuff like that. So once again, nothing was proven, but they did do an internal investigation and they decided to let him go. So.
You know how many jobs I've worked at where people fucking grab ass and play around and not get fucking upset?
Yeah, you know what? But every once in a while when that shit happens, I think, you know what? People shouldn't be doing this.
But, I don't know, man. That's weird. You work at a place where you're making shit for kids, you know? A lot of grab ass.
Well,
you know, it's not grab
a lot
ass
of horseplay.
Hey, grab my Woody.
Yeah, you don't have kids working there. Exactly.
Yeah. It's a weird
situation. You know what we need? A John Lasseter fucking James Gunn team up.
Just bring them together?
Yeah, just fucking make a fucking badass, crazy-ass animated movie.
Everyone who gets Me Too'd gets together and gets to make, like, the craziest movie
We got
ever.
fucking Spacey and Spacey and Cosby do voices for it.
Oh, shit. Sex Toy Story?
Yeah.
Is that what he's literally, they just a dildo, but they still call it Woody. Buzz is a vibrator. Like, holy shit! Buzz and Woody. Oh, Lassiter, you deserve to be fired. That's what I'm gonna say. Jake, what was the first fight you got into? And what was the reason?
My brother kind of coaxed me into fighting this kid.
Oh yeah, did he give you the fucking Mickey Rocky?
I can't.
Older brothers are good for that, where they build up the younger brother.
Oh, tell ladies like, well, are you gonna let this kid disrespect our property like this? But
dude, that's always the thing too. It's you came on our land.
Yeah, yeah. And we're in a cul-de-sac. You know, like this motherfucker's like, where are you going?
It's part of our circle.
We got the good climbing tree, and that's exactly what it was. I think the kid's fucking name was Mark. He was living down at the end of the street, and my brother Casey comes out, like, we're eating dinner, and there was this tree right in front of our front patio, like our front porch. You walk out, there's a garage to the right. You walk out, and there's some monkey grass, a little patio. We got this nice tree in the front yard, but it has a 6-year-old, 7-year-old. It's perfect length for you to jump up and grab 2 branches. And you could, like twist yourself around like a monkey bar. Yeah, walk up, whatever else, flip yourself around. Well, this kid was out here playing on the tree while we're eating dinner, and my brother Casey finishes dinner early and finds out. He's like, what is this? Dang him! Your friend's out here playing in our tree, like... So I come running out. I'm like, what? Like, no idea. He's like, you gonna let him disrespect us like this? Like, it's a rough estimation of like how the conversation went down. This was 30 years ago, probably.
So he sent you out to fight your friend.
Oh my god! My parents were still cleaning dishes inside.
Did they know?
They found out towards the end, but
so what
they're
happened?
still cleaning dishes. I come out there. I'm like, "What are you doing, Mark?"
Get off, you damn dirty ape!
Like, it's not your tree, it's God's tree. And I'm like,
he didn't say that, did he?
I swear to God.
Be like, well, God didn't plant this
15 years ago. I swear to Mark, I swear to God, he said that it was God's tree. It wasn't ours. I was like, but it's on our property.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fighting my brother's fight for some reason.
How long do you think he was up in the tree thinking that? Like, this is God's tree. It's not Jake's, not the Pinkston's tree.
I think the kid was intuitive to know, like, whenever I called him out, like, what are you doing on our land with this? Mind you, this isn't a cul-de-sac.
What are you doing here,
on our land.
That guy's pointing right at him.
I think he was intuitive enough to go
Mark?
like, well, it's really not your tree. Like, it's here for all of us.
I kind of think this could be a skit.
I look back at my brother, and I'm just like, oh, and he's like, nope, not having it. And I'm just like, well, here we go.
He pushed you out.
Gotta go to work.
Now, he trained you before that? Did you know how to fight, or did he just, like, go for it?
Well, I had 2 older brothers,
Yeah,
so I
you
mean,
knew.
I just grew up kind of fighting them and
Okay,
watching them fight.
did you beat
So I've sucked my brothers in the mouth a few times. They don't, like I said, they're 9 and 7 years older than me, but my middle brother, the one with the middle complex, I think he kind of learned not to fuck with me pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because as I was of age, I'd say 8 or 9. By the time they started making me watch the late night Skinamax movies with them, I was able to fucking pop them in their mouth. They wouldn't fight. They wouldn't fuck with me.
I don't want to watch this again, Casey.
Yeah. Not even that. No. Yes, I want to keep watching it, Casey.
So,
want a fresh
all
one?
right, I gotta know, Mark, did you kick the shit out of him for being in your
Yeah, I
tree?
felt bad. His parents came down and talked to my parents afterwards. Like, he is up in the tree doing
Like,
the
was he
shit.
your
Cause,
neighbor
like,
cul-de-sac?
well, he was my friend. We were friends. He lived down at the end of the street.
Oh, God.
He lived down at the corner house out at the end, but he didn't live in the cul-de-sac, but he wasn't with it. So I don't know.
He didn't know about the cul-de-sac rules, baby.
Like, we would all hang out in the cul-de-sac because that was the natural baseball field. Like, we would have home base, first base, second base, third base. You could play all kinds of games in the cul-de-sac. Kick the can.
The first thing I thought was first base is the tree, and you're always like, don't touch the tree.
Yeah.
That's our
Pretty
tree.
much. Well,
Stand near it?
technically our tree would have been shortstop, but don't touch the fucking
Don't
tree.
touch the fucking tree. So,
It's God's tree.
just how did your parents react to it? What was your... Did you get punished, or were
My
they like,
parents
go ahead.
were always the type,
Hey, kids gonna be kids.
and also if somebody starts something, you better finish it.
Right. You know what? Just moving that chair a little bit changed the vibe of this room completely, but it is actually cooler.
I feel like it's better this
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it's very nice.
They give it
we
more
can
of a
all
feng shui.
engage each other.
Feng shui.
If at any point you just want to get up and start moving other stuff, because that really worked out in here. You look over and you're just like, that lamp's in the wrong fucking place, Doc. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, that lamp can, now that the chair's over, the lamp could be moved over here to the left.
Actually, yeah, he's right. Welcome to the We Are Air podcast.
Yeah. Welcome to the where we
address the
redecorate.
errors of Doug's living room. We help him because we are air.
All right, y'all.
We
Let's talk
say
about...
air with a hard R.
Yeah,
It's different. I say
You know you can't use that word, man.
Oh, shit.
Vernacular
Oh.
and
Whoa.
error.
Vernacular. You heard me wrong. That's your racist ears.
What? When you said vernacular, it sounded like Dracula to me for some reason.
Yeah, it's his brother, Vernacular. You know Vernacular? Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, vernacular is here,
Yeah,
bitch.
he owes me $20 at Vernacular.
Wait till you meet their cousin, Quintacular. The motherfucker likes to count with puppets and shit. They call him that shit.
You know what's really fucked up? I'm going to tell you guys this. The other day, I went up into the DJ booth to give Joe like a piece of gum or something like that. No, it was a piece of candy. I got like this really nice...
piece of candy.
Really nice chocolate, right? Like super expensive. Anyhow, so I go up and I give Joe, I was like, dude, this is the best chocolate you'll ever have. And he goes, evidently you never sucked my dick. I was like, whoa!
Brutal.
I was like, no.
And then you sucked his dick.
Yeah.
You were wrong.
And you know what? Was delicious.
Yeah, I was wrong.
His dad is Stellan Skarsgård from
Like-
the Thor movies.
And he's
shit
got
like
a brother, Peter Sarsgaard.
Yeah, he was in...
No,
the Vampire
Skarsgård. Like Stellan.
Yeah, he's like the youngest
Peter
of them.
Stellan.
Dude's got like 14 kids.
His dad is
Are you thinking of
fucking
Peter Sarsgaard?
Eric from fucking Thor.
Yeah. The crazy guy was around.
I know that. That's Stellan.
Yeah.
And then you got the guy from True Blood.
Yeah.
And then you got Peter, who was in Jarhead.
But he's
Well, are you thinking of Peter Sarsgaard?
Yes.
Oh, whatever. They're not the same then, huh?
No.
I think they are.
Skarsgård.
I'm going to say they are.
No, it's Skarsgård and Sarsgaard.
Oh, man. What a fucking asshole taking that K out of his name.
We'll be right back.
Hey, guys, don't argue with Javi on the Swedish culture.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't even like the Swedish. You're always being racist towards them when you're here.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like, I hate the Swedes.
You just show up and you say it. You're like, fucking Swedes. I was stuck in traffic. Goddamn Swedes.
Fucking Swedes. Fuck the Swedes.
I had a picture of the Swedish chef on the wall, and he went over and grabbed it and just threw it down. And he started stomping her. I was like, what's wrong? He's like, fucking Swedes.
I hate Swedish.
He saw some Swedish fish at the store, and he slapped the bag off the rack.
Damn Swedes.
I was like, you guys want me to make you dinner? You want some Swedish meatballs? No.
I tried giving him my knife to open up a package, and he slapped it on my hand. I was like, dude, that's a Swiss Army knife. He was like, oh yeah, my bad, give it back. Difference. Fucking nerd.
Get off your phone.
You're looking at stuff too?
No.
For the fucking
For the podcast.
cast. What are
Them
you
BB
doing?
guns can wait, baby.
Yeah.
They don't need you right now.
You fucking perv looking at ass crack every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
you're addicted, aren't you?
he really is.
I'm addicted to large acid. That's about it.
Jacking off to him and fucking him.
No, not like love it.
Yeah.
It's a 30-second teaser of a.
Oh, is that a fake ass Margot Robbie Harley Quinn they got on here?
Tis the real thing.
Oh, it's really Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
No, is this like a TV show or a movie?
Oh,
It's a
no.
movie. You ready?
Doug, can you tilt the screen down?
Sure.
All right, there you go.
That's a great fucking song also. Oh, no fucking way.
One more time, just because
Dope.
I need it.
So is it like Suicide Squad but with the
This-
females?
Just test footage is what it is. I'm sure it's a version of that. Yeah. So
Oh, that's
it's
fucking
just
badass.
costume test. You can tell that's what it is, but it
Yeah.
went really well. Kind
That
of give
does
you
look
the
good,
idea of
though.
what's going on.
Holy
The
fuck
music
yeah.
is a solid choice.
Yeah. That's
All right.
song is called Macadam by Roan.
Time out. Is she not the hottest bitch that ever
Oh, I
existed?
fucking love her.
Are you not? Look
Yeah.
at that.
No,
Look
she's
at that.
hot.
Yeah, she is.
No.
She's,
the hottest bitch that ever existed.
she's
this
Jamie Presley 2.0.
Oh, she's way hotter than Jamie
Oh,
Presley.
That's why I
no.
love it. Yeah, she's
Y'all
the
know my
updated
white
version.
trash thing. Jamie Presley.
Jamie Presley's a shit, but that's like the hotter version of Jamie Presley.
How attracted were you to Jamie Presley and My Name Is Earl?
Oh no, Joe Dirt. Whenever he's like, "I'm fucking my sister,
Yeah.
fucking my sister."
You're my sister. Fucking everything she's in. Not
No,
another
it's good.
teen movie. Fucking
Oh yeah, she was
Can't Hardly Wait. She was in that.
still hottest bitch ever.
Yes.
Taking Hobbs.
She's hot.
Hobbs.
I wouldn't necessarily hot.
Who's the hottest bitch ever?
B. Arthur.
Yeah, ooh, yeah.
Dude,
No.
I would reckon. Oh, yeah,
Real?
B.
Would
Arthur.
you? Is that your
I am
thing?
B. Arthur. Hell yeah.
Dude, she's a gilf and a half. Is that what you're
Same
saying?
thing with the young Betty White.
Dude, I would fucking old Betty White. You seen that bitch?
Yeah, have you? She's damn near a zombie.
Doug,
I fuck zombie white, white zombie.
White zombie.
Doug,
Holy
are you
shit.
alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Why? Throwing that out there.
I think Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd are both slated to have cameos in it from
That would
what I've read online.
Be amazing. I thought you were just saying that, but that's fucking
No, because-
Maybe
amazing.
actually Bill
the
Murray's
first
on
one-
because he got shot in the chest.
Exactly.
He wasn't shot in the head.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be fucking
Oh.
dope.
Maybe, I don't know.
And Aykroyd?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And they're dressed as Ghostbusters? Oh, that would be amazing.
Zombie
Oh.
Ghostbuster.
Oh, that would-
Dan Aykroyd.
I
and
saw
Bill
Zombie
Murray.
Ghostbusters once. Let me tell you a story. So back about 10, 11 years ago, I went to a zombie walk at the Monroeville Mall and near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where
Yes.
the original Dawn of the Dead was filmed. And yearly they have a zombie walk there to commemorate it. Awesome. And saw two things. Number one, I did see Zombie Ghostbusters. 4 guys dressed as the Ghostbusters with zombie makeup on,
Badass.
proton packs, everything. And the other one is I saw a Gene Simmons lookalike. And he wasn't dressed as a zombie, but he fucking looked like Gene Simmons. And me and my buddy Big Nick as zombies, like we saw him, we were just like, Gene Simmons. Simmons. And we would go towards him. And then he would slowly, like, Gene Simmons away, like, pip away. Saw him half a year later hanging out at a bar, and he was telling me all kinds of stories of the mad pussy he gets just by looking like Gene Simmons.
Wow.
And then he's like, we're going to go fuck these black girls. You want to come with us? I'm like, no. I'm good, Gene Simmons.
Oh, man.
I'm dead serious.
You should have gone.
We were trying to fuck
If
the
there,
other
were, if there were
girls.
petite white women, would you have gone? You could have just been,
I'm just
more
playing.
girls for me.
The actor who played Jar Jar Binks did a video about how he almost killed himself after The Phantom Menace came out. And my first thought was, you should have done it. And then I realized that was very cruel of me because I watched the video, and it's very sad to think about what this man went through.
Yeah.
And also, you got to remember too, Michael Jackson was going for the role of Jar Jar Binks. He was like, "Come on, George, give me the role." And then this guy, the way he met,
Are you serious?
yes, dead serious. And the way this guy met Michael Jackson's George Lucas goes, "Oh yeah, this is the guy who'll be playing Jar Jar," and he was like, "Oh man, I wanted that role so bad." Come on, George.
Yeah, I
And
do.
then- So anyhow, like the whole time they were filming it, evidently he was all pumped, right? And then after it came out, of course, we all pretty much hated Jar Jar. So he got suicidal.
So you ask him what would have happened to Michael Jackson had he been cast as Jar Jar Binks? Like how this whole series would play out.
Dude, I would have
like,
loved that if he was like, "Oh, come on, Annie."
yeah.
Oh, she's little Annie.
Come
Don't
on,
worry.
little Annie.
Come here,
let's
little-
play.
Come here, little Annie.
Are you okay?
So what made me...
George Lucas like, yeah, something's kind of weird with this. Let's test this other guy.
George Lucas does sound like Kermit the Frog.
A little bit. Kind of does.
I don't think I like that.
Dude, I will give you mad props for that. That was really nicely done. Did you catch what he said?
What's that?
He goes, "Hey, come here, Annie. Are you okay?" Very nicely done.
That one off.
That is
Very
fucking
nice.
great.
Once
Should have
again,
said it louder.
Yeah. But I was thinking, Jar Jar Binks made a suicide video. Does everyone who was in the prequels get to make one eventually where they talk about how they almost committed suicide?
Well,
Does
shit,
Jake
everyone-
Lloyd get one? Does
He's
Aiden
in
Christian-
jail
Yeah, I
now.
think he's in jail now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like knocked up a hit up a gas station, I think.
Locked up a robber and robbed a gas station afterwards.
I thought you were going to say he knocked up a parking cone. How did you fucking knock up a parking cone?
I don't know. You should see the kid. It's real weird looking.
He found a way! Because a woman will tell you, I want this, I want that, I want you to be like this, I want you to be that. But
They're like, oh, I want the pussy, so
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I'll do anything to make it fucking
That's exactly what the fuck it
But
was.
here's the problem. A woman doesn't know
Hate that.
what the fuck they want. Because if you ever truly argue with a woman
do.
back and forth, you will say, at the end of the argument, as a man, you'll go, what the fuck do you want me to do? And
Right.
they'll say, I don't know. Bingo!
If I had
figured it out.
fucking nickel for every goddamn time, I said, what do you want me to do?
And then they go, I don't know.
It's like that meme with Ryan Gosling in the Notebook. Like, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want?
Yeah,
I
shit's
don't know.
hot, though.
God damn it! What do you want?
When did you date Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
I said that meme with Ryan Gosling.
I was going to say, dude, you had a very, like,
I
you
thought
were
you said
in
it was
the
like
scene.
me and Ryan Gosling.
No, like there's a meme with
Yeah, when
Ryan
the-
Gosling. From
I
the
know
Notebook.
what you mean,
When did you date Ryan
motherfucker. I'm
Gosling?
playing with
I did him by like 2008, I think.
Was he big?
He was pretty big actually, and very vascular.
Oh, very bad.
Oh,
very
he
bad.
was so vain.
He had so many veins on his dick.
And while he's a Gentile, he does respect the Jewish tradition. He's circumcised. He
not
doesn't come from the hood.
circumcised.
Totally sweet game, I'm gonna play Luigi's Haunted Castle so hard.
I want to tell you guys the story of why I love him so much and why he helped me, okay? When I was living in Pennsylvania, and also this ties into why I could never really listen to Jay and Silent Bob get old, because Jay Muse talking about his heroin addiction was a trigger for me because I dated somebody before I moved here that was a very bad person. And this person was a heroin addict. And before I moved to Texas, I should say one of the reasons I moved to Texas was to get as far away from her as possible because I would have never gotten away from her. She would have been able to drag me back in over and over again. I myself was not addicted to it, but I was addicted to her. And one day I came home, and we lived in a house with her ex-boyfriend, who she was 10 years older, who went to jail when she was 13 because they were in a relationship, and he was 23.
Shit.
And he got out of jail, and he moved back into that house. And with her brother, who had raped her entire life, and her crazy-ass mother, and about 50 cats. And I did not like...
You read the cats, too?
Yeah, everyone raped the cats, too. No. So it was a very bad situation, and I'd had enough of it. And the day before that, not only did she relapse on heroin, she cheated on me quite a bit. And she was just a bad person all around. And she was in the car, and I was just driving back to the house, and I was just like, man, it's stressful, but I like being with this girl. And she turns to me, she goes, hey, you know all the bad things I do to you I don't feel bad about, right? And I
Just
was
like that.
Yeah, just like all the bad things I do I don't feel bad about. And I was like, why would she say that to me? Well, she was a sociopath. She's crazy. And it hit me. I was like, shit, that's true. And I was begging her. I was like, we got to get out of it. You're never going to get better if we keep living in this situation. I can't continue to live in this situation, but I want to be with you. Let's just move out. I've got the money. Let's go. Get a place. I'll never leave this house. I'll never leave my family. I can't. You talk about all the time how you hate these fucking people, but you don't want to move out. And so that night I made the decision. I was not going to put up with it anymore. And she called me that night. She goes, he pulled a knife on me and tried to rape me again. This was her brother. And I was just like, at this point, I went through so much shit with her and this shit over and over again. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, especially for somebody who doesn't feel bad.
Right.
And she's lying. And that's point blank what she was doing. She was lying to me. And so the next day I packed up my shit And actually, that night I called my buddy Ben, and I was like, dude, can I move to Texas? I've got the money. He goes, yeah. I was like, okay. So the next day I packed up my shit and moved out. And then within 2 weeks, I had moved to Texas.
That's awesome.
And the reason,
it sucks, but it's awesome.
The reason I did that, though, and made that decision is I was listening to a podcast the day before. It was a Hollywood Babylon. And they kept talking about if you want to do things with your life, you just need to do them. You need to stop taking care of people who are not good people. You need to stop focusing on negative. And you need to stop listening to the people who say, why? Because everyone will say why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? Why? They said surround yourself with people who say why not. And if you can surround yourself with people who say why not, you'll go far in life. And I was surrounded by people who always said why, or had a negative outlook, or were involved in terrible things. And being a person who wanted to take care of a person who was involved with that, it was bringing me down. And hearing that why not, I would never move to Texas. There was no reason to. That's 1 billion miles away. There's nothing there to do. The one time I had a chance and I heard why not from my friend, I was like, can I move to Texas? Yeah, why not? Boom.
Was Ben already here?
Yes,
Awesome.
he was. But Kevin Smith, by saying that over and over again, that slowly sunk in that positive
Right
outlook.
time, right place,
And
right.
all the negativity that surrounded me, the only positive voice I had was not my own. It was Kevin Smith in my earbuds every day telling me something positive through Smodcast or through Hollywood Babylon and changing my life and changing my outlook.
That's awesome.
So that's why I love Kevin Smith, and that's why he's one of my heroes.
You're awesome, Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Yes, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of want to talk to him and blow him, like I said, and just be grateful that he's here 1 year later. Even this change that I made this last year, I was a little bit because of pretty much after his heart attack, I started taking care of myself again. I stopped just letting myself go because I was letting myself go pretty bad. And I was like, man, I really got to do that. In the last year, I've lost at least 70 pounds, I think, 50, 70 pounds. I quit smoking. Gotten away from another terrible relationship, but that's another story. And just really came out on the other side. So
It's awesome.
the man's a cool catalyst for me.
Yep.
He is.
Before, if I would have told you Aquaman will be one of the 20 highest grossing films of all time, this time 3 months ago, if I would have told you that, what would you have said?
I believe it. The masses are asses.
What?
Yeah.
You asses! You're going to see Aquaman again.
Idiots will eat anything.
Well, hasn't the joke always been forever? Aquaman is the worst of the Justice League. He's a non...
Bro, but if you only knew, okay?
Yeah.
So he lives, like, way deep below the ocean. So
All right,
he's
Zach.
dealing with hundreds of thousands of pounds of pressure
Yeah.
fucking just coursing on him.
This is what Zack
He's
Snyder
so
said, right?
powerful.
Isn't that what he said in a radio interview? He came he's like, no, he's a badass. You
No,
just
but, I
see.
mean, that really he is.
Yeah, I know.
Like...
And I like it. I realized I was going to like the movie whenever I watched the trailer and they jump out of the plane. He's like, redheads, huh? I was like, he's a bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's a total bro. I was like, I'm totally down with this. Like, he's not going to be like, oh, I must save Atlantis and my people. He was like, fucking pussy, come on. Gwyneth Paltrow will be exiting the Marvel Cinematic Universe soon.
Are you going to bring in Emma
Ladies and gentlemen, do we feel like...
Does she bring anything to it?
Exactly. Fuck that goop bitch. That's my personal feeling.
Goop bitch?
Now,
She's white.
No.
Yeah.
Her website's called Goop. You've never seen it?
Goop.
Oh.
It's
bitch.
literally her website's named after the sound I'd like to put on her fucking face. Goop.
Goop.
She's smoking hot. She is literally the dumbest bitch, I think, on the planet Earth. Do you know the shit that she puts on her Goop website? Is stuff like, take this jade egg and put it up your pussy. And I'm just like, I have got to find a woman who is into the Goop website.
Where do I get a jade egg?
Exactly. I'm going to be like carrying them around everywhere. But they give like the worst advice on that website to really rich white women, basically.
Like,
so I'm
take
like,
a fork and stick it
see
in a
you.
socket?
What? Stick what in a socket?
Does she give you like, hey, take your nice metal fork and stick it in a socket? Like that kind of advice?
I did that once. Does that make me dumb?
So, about this podcast next week.
Well, that's a good segue to Woody Harrelson. He is in the movie. We talked about it before. He plays Cletus Cassidy, and there were
There's a
rumors
horse
that he
in
was
the
going to
ring.
do it. So what did we think of his quick turn as the Carnage?
I don't know. To me, it kind of seems like they're going to set it up for another PG-13
That was,
movie.
I'm going to say that was a little hammed up. It was a little cheesy. A little
He
top
was pulling
line.
a Nicolas
He
Cage.
was fucking,
It was
yeah.
like fucking
He thought,
Or a Tom Hardy now.
there will be carnage.
Yeah, he did put on a weird, high-pitched southern
He's kind
accent.
of like a tougher version of Mr. Garrison.
Yeah.
Now, there will be carnage, Mr. Ham.
I
And they made him look like the chicken fucker for the first time.
Yep, they did. Or
The
carrot top.
fucking bookmobile chicken fucker.
It was a clown wing.
Carrot
It's
top
like a
field.
fucking Carnage. I'm not.
Little
It's
carrot
like they took an amalgamation of South Park characters and bam.
He did
That's
it.
Carnage.
He looked like a
He
Raggedy
got
Ann.
Kyle's hair.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Mr.
Raggedy
Darcy's
Andy.
tone of voice and fucking mannerisms and all that. Oh, that will be Carnage.
Do it again.
Oh, that will be Carnage.
Dude, he's just so shitty. Just don't worry, it's coming.
I was all about the wrestling toys in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, that's not even on my list, but go ahead.
You don't
Talk about it.
This am I the one that ever had this? Like I had actual toys.
Hey, do you want to say it or want me to say it?
No, you go ahead.
Easy for you to say.
Uh,
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I had like this WWF wrestling ring, and then I had all my Marvel toys. Had Venom.
Yeah, I had those
Wolverine.
also.
And I had my own like little wrestling company, and I had like little belts for the toys.
You were the Vince McMahon of your bedroom.
You're gonna do it. Of my toy organization.
Well, Carnage has to take on Sergeant Slaughter. Take that, Roddy Piper.
Oh goddamn!
Let's kind of talk about some of these movies real quick, even though Javi doesn't want to. Let's talk about Roma, Duck's favorite film of the year. I really, really, really like this film. Yeah, okay.
Look,
Alfonso
dude,
Cuarón.
I read the synopsis on IMDb and fell asleep.
Okay.
I can't do it. 3 hours of this about a fucking maid in Mexico? No, I'm sorry. Like, I can only watch Consuela so much. Fucking Family Guy.
No. That's what it's... Oh, okay. Let me say the first half hour was a hard watch. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't figure it out. The cinematography, though, I do want to kick in. It is amazing in that film. And that movie, you could probably turn off the sound because you could read it and see what's going on. But at the same time,
exactly what's going on.
At the same time, it is a beautifully shot movie. The long shots, which is one of my favorite things that he does as a director, since Children of Men, Birdman, definitely Gravity is his apex of that. This film, he does take it very intimate, but he does long shots still. That's what I really enjoyed about it. The story takes a while to get into it, but by the time I got an hour in, I was so invested in these characters and their story and what was going on, I could not stop watching it. And that is the sign for me of a good film, because I forgot that I was watching a movie and I was intimate with these characters.
Hey,
I wanted them.
Fuck everybody, spoil it for me. I don't know what
It's a movie about, like they said, Consuela, like you said. It's about the maid and she gets pregnant, and it's the story of, at the same time she gets pregnant, the father leaves a family of like 4 children.
All right, so you're done jerking off on Roma? You guys gonna guess?
It's a wonderful film. Definitely watch it. What's the
Jesus, more like coma.
And that's one of your classic Jake quips. Brought to you by Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. Fun thing about working in that club is you'll talk to these guys and they're talking to you just like I'm talking to you, and then they get on stage and like, "What's up, motherfucker? You need your ass beat." I yelled too loud and didn't back away from the microphone, both listeners. But the one that I actually did is Greg Proops.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? What was it about the Proops?
Man, I grew up with that guy. Like, I watched
British.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, before it
Comedy
was
Central.
ever Drew Carey involved.
Right.
And yeah, him and Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery were all still on that.
Right.
And man, yeah, it was just when I saw him and
My
when
favorite.
he spoke to me and he's so much smarter than me and I know it.
Yeah.
And it was just great.
But he was totally what you envisioned him
Exactly,
being. He's
yeah.
a total, like, 50s, like,
Yeah,
fucking
he's chill, dude, yeah.
fucking hipster guy, like, and he talks like it.
And he could convince me to do anything.
Because you need to suck my dick.
Exactly,
Will.
and I would have sucked his dick.
No.
So I'm outside and I'm smoking a cigarette.
It's jerking him off.
And he walks out and I'm like, fuck, I get to talk to him again.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And he's just, we're chatting and he just pulls out this joint. I haven't smoked weed since I was 19 years old. And I'm like 35, 36 years old. And
he just pulls out this thing and he lights it and he's smoking it and he's chatting with me and he just reaches over and my body just took it and I smoked it and he goes, "Hey man, be careful with that shit. That's that California weed." And I was like, "It's cool." And I took like 2 puffs and I handed it back. But the whole time my brain's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Because you're fucked up instantly, right?
And then the other side of my brain was like, "Hey, that's Greg Proops. Go fuck yourself. You get high with Greg Proops." Well, luckily the shows were over and it was time to go. And 15 to 25 seconds later, I'm still staring at him and he's speaking and I was like, "I gotta head home." And
the shift was over. Was the shift?
The shift was over. Yeah.
Okay.
And it took me like 4 hours to get to my car, and then 95 more hours to drive home. I walked in. I remember my wife was on the couch, and she was like, "How was your night?" I was like, "Greg Proops asked me to smoke weed with him." And she was like, "Did you do it?" And I was like, "I'm going to bed." She was like, "Yeah, I would have done it too." Like,
Did you freak out after that, or did you just go?
No, I fell right to sleep, man. And then woke up to go to work the next
That
day.
night, I was back at the house, and Jake shows up and he goes, "We got Greg Proops vodka." So we drank the fuck out of some Greg Proops vodka. He's like,
people bring him gifts.
Yeah. He's like, Greg Proops gave us vodka. I was like, we're gonna drink the fuck out of that whole bottle. I think we finished that bottle that night too.
Greg Proops is just the goddamn
It was
best
awesome.
person.
It was dope. That same Saturday night, Jim Jeffries was in town at a different venue. The manager of the club was out watching Jim. He brought him back to our club. Billy D. Washington is getting ready to wrap up, and I had to hand him a note that said, "Hey, Jim Jeffries is here. He's going to do 20 minutes whenever you get off stage, or he's going to do time whenever you get off, so close it out and introduce Jim Jeffries." Well, this was the first, like, real sold-out show of the weekend, and it was also his last night. So it's like, dude, it was a real dick kick to me having to give him that note because, you know, he lost the applause, the adulation that he was going to get and everything else. You know, he still got it, but, you know, like, whenever you close out your own show, obviously, it's going to feel better.
Yeah, and you walk over and you talk to the people right after you did your shit.
Exactly. So that didn't happen that night. And, he looked at the note and he's like, "Well, guess we have a guest here tonight. They're going to be coming up after I'm done playing the piano as he's about to close out." And Jim Jeffries gets up. He does about 20 minutes and fucking people are going nuts. Like, it's fucking insane. But at this point, it's already almost 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're having to pick up drinks, everything at this point. Everybody gets out. We stick around to hang out with Jim Jeffries and the horrors that he and my manager had brought at the time.
Excellent.
And my was here.
Just blurb out the scene. Just go,
So which part did you want me to bleep? Part of the
No.
blurb that out.
So every time we say to make
Whenever
it
I said my,
so if I say Jake, you have to sit there and edit that, right? You have to bleep that every time I say Jake.
boy,
Jake. Jake.
this fucking
Go
guy
of yours.
was there also.
Don't cut it out. Just put bleeps.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Also, on top of this,
Wait, who was there?
needless to say,
You know I'll edit.
some things are going down in there, okay? So we're all smoking cigarettes and fucking and shit in there. Doing fucking whatever. Jim Jeffries, everybody, we're all hanging out talking. And this goes on for like a couple of hours. But, you know, there's times where like a few of us will like, "Hey, I feel like smoking back and forth." And there was one opportunity where Jim Jeffries and I we're sitting there, we're smoking, lighting up a cigarette, and he's fucking smoking a cigarette. We're sitting in there fucking just BS, and he's like, "Right," and like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And one of the horrors that they brought came in there.
Do you have to bleep that?
No, sir.
So
What if the horse?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I've heard this story before. I know it's really good. I want to stop it.
It's fine. I hadn't heard it.
apologize for constant interrupts.
We're sitting there. The lady walks in. We're like trying to convince her to show us her fucking tits. She's like, "Well, I'll show you my tits. You show me y'all's."
Was she from
goods," or
Florida?
whatever. Yeah, she probably was. Like most whores are from
Yeah,
Florida.
I
think.
agree.
Redneck Riviera.
Yeah, Florida woman.
Or New York.
Yeah, she was like, "Well, you know what? You show me your dicks, I'll show you my tits." Me and Jim Jeffries look at each other. We both have a cigarette in our hands, and we just kind of look at each other and nod. And I drop trout, he drops trout, and the lady's like, "I didn't expect y'all to do that."
And she got like super normal talking.
Yeah.
I honestly did not expect that from you, gentlemen.
Jim Jeffries looks up at me, and he's like, "That's a good-looking dick, mate." I was like, "Thanks, Jim Jeffries. Your dick is okay looking too." I guess.
So have you purchased a shirt that says that's a good looking dick, right?
Yeah. Well, he needs to fucking print them, bitches.
Done it.
And yeah, we finished out. We watched rugby at 5:00 in the morning inside the showroom with the screen.
Oh, yeah,
we
how
saw
was
our
the
fucking
horse
tits. Yeah, they were great. They're actually really good tits.
They weren't as good as but they were
Did
good.
you-
Well, you know, we were on a lot of.
Did you off the tits?
Nah, I wish we would have. That
Oh,
would
dear
have been
Lord.
better.
Yeah. What was that?
No, that's like off the
I was like, why are you waving at me like dismissing me from my own apartment? I was like, I guess I'll
You
leave.
can leave now, Doc.
We're done with the bleeping.
All right. Okay. Does
Oh,
anyone-
some bleeps.
and Bill Bellamy's bodyguard comes out
Bill
and
Bellamy.
he looks at Jake.
Bill Bellamy. Coming down the hall.
Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy. Buster's
Black Panther.
Thank you guys for tuning into the We Are Error.
We just fucking killed it.
Bill.
And it,
Yeah.
like, the first thing when Jafar starts talking, I have known him to talk because I got a gay-ass voice, but I was like, that's a gay fucking voice.
That
And
stupid
then-
gay parrot.
Which I shouldn't even feel that way because the original movie, evidently in the 90s, every villain in a Disney movie had a gay voice. Jafar was one of the gayest fucking villains ever.
yeah.
But it was gay, but it had like a sense of evil to it.
Exactly. This guy was just like, oh, lad, what are you doing? Thursday.
It's like carnage.
I'm going to need you to go in this cave of wonders. It's just...
There's gonna be carnage now.
And then, like, even the Beauty and the Beast remake, which I know, Javi, you love.
I
because
thought
of
it was a
Dan-
solid remake.
Dan Stevens, right?
It's not Dan Stevens.
Well, it's Lush's cock that you love.
His beast dick.
All right, heading closer to our subject, only 13 minutes in, Javi. Are you ready? You still got your rant ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, wow, he's got angry eyes, too. You got them king shirts.
I want to get to what.
angry Dave.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure this is going to lead right into it. Why thousands of Captain Marvel reviews were purged from Rotten Tomatoes over the weekend. Did you guys hear about this shit?
I heard that because it was like they were like reviewing the movie before it even came out.
Yes, they purged 58,000 reviews because it had a total audience score of 33%. Yeah. And basically, I didn't understand that there was all this backlash, evidently, because Brie Larson's going out as this extreme feminist and saying a lot of terrible things. But everything I saw, I didn't see anything that she said that was that bad. I was like, all right, she said this, she said that, and said this.
I don't got a problem with her.
And-
I have a problem with what she was in.
Well, but that's the thing, though, is evidently this was the fan backlash. Now, I have a trouble believing all this stuff after the Ghostbusters 2016 debacle because I don't believe... Debacle. I don't believe Bill Bellamy. I don't believe all that shit was true. I think that was planted by Sony to create all this buzz around the movie and make people seem like all these guys were hating and trolling and this and that. There was some of that. I know that. But I don't think there was to this extent. And it kind of bothers me. And I felt like maybe they were trying to use the same thing for Captain Marvel where they were trying to be like, fuck, man,
Well, I feel
these
like-
nerds are terrible and this and that. But I'm not going to lie. I didn't have an opinion either way. I didn't care. I don't care about Captain Marvel as a character. I don't care. I like Marvel movies.
Yes.
I will say I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
I like superhero movies. I like watching them. Shit, we saw Venom, and we all, like, after we saw it, we were like, Tom Hardy was great. The rest of the movie was shit. We know what we were getting into. Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, we were like, that was fucking great, you know? Now, I gotta go see this movie, and I'm like, okay, well, let's sit down and see. I'm gonna tell you what I thought was great and what wasn't great, but I want to hear the rants first, because
About an hour into the movie, we could have got up and left, and I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, same.
I literally thought about turning to you guys and saying, "Do you guys want to go?"
Let's get the fuck out of here.
But I really wanted to do.
It would have saved me a lot of pain in my diaphragm.
Yeah, at first we're trying really, really hard to watch it. Going to a movie with us is very difficult.
Yeah.
We have this thing where we've done a couple commentary tracks, and so it becomes somebody's going to say some funny shit.
Right.
And we'll usually say some funny shit, and we'll get into the movie, and then we'll say some funny shit and get into the movie. This movie, Javi, I don't know how he made it through the last half of the movie, because Jake kept saying hilarious shit, and Javi's over there trying not to, he's like, I thought he was going to have a heart attack trying not to laugh. And I'm laughing because Javi's laughing. And then
I'm laughing because of the fucking movie.
Yeah, and then terrible shit would happen in the movie, just dumb fucking shit, and Javi would be like, and then
that's what I would get so fucking like, Jake, you gotta stop. Because it'd be like a serious moment here, I'd go, and I think of the people around me thinking, oh, what a fucking asshole.
No, fuck them people. I don't care what they think, number one. Number two, I was laughing because you were laughing, but I'm sitting there doing the same thing, and what was making him laugh the most was Jake would just be like, really? Fucking really? I've never seen you so uncomfortable
I've
watching
never
a movie.
breathed so heavy so many times during a seating of a movie. I'm just like, oh, God. Okay.
I think my favorite thing that you said was like, when her friend, Carol Danvers in
what was it? It was Rambo.
Rambo.
Yeah,
They go like that, and everything go, great, fucking girl power, right?
You know what? Me and Jake were there going, scissor me, sir. Because there was some hardcore,
yeah, she is fucking every single one of those girl cast members in that movie. Annette Bening, scissored.
Okay.
Rambo, scissored.
I want to point
Rambo's
this
daughter, possibly scissored in the future.
Listen, it was so fucking not good.
Okay.
I've never felt that way about a Marvel movie.
It felt forced. Every fucking
way,
beat felt
And
forced.
here's the problem, and I was not on either page. Brie Larson is a terrible actress.
Oh.
How did she win a fucking Oscar?
Yeah, her ass isn't the only thing that's flat in this movie. Let's talk about her acting.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to add to Captain Marvel Addendum? This is what I'm calling it.
Just
Addendum?
because you have a kid does not make that movie
Captain
good.
Marvel.
Fuck you. You're probably stupid, and fuck your kid too.
All right.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Oh, good lord. Really unwarranted, I think.
I mean, children like movies. It's not a big
They like the wrong movies.
Oh, yeah, like How to Make a Dragon Part 3 or whatever.
I cannot wait to watch
How
that.
to Fuck Your Dragon.
Do you remember when the homie you literally, it was like he fell in love again. He was like, they're in love.
Oh, that's why,
I looked over and Javi was doing little dragons with his hands.
And you got so many people, why is he toothless? Why is he toothless? Come on.
Oh, you know,
We know why he's
You know
toothless.
why.
That's how you train that dragon.
I'm so happy. Obviously, people are going to hate us for hating on this movie. So
yeah.
share the hate
Please.
by
So,
sharing the love.
You got hate in your heart, let it out.
Give them a preemptive fuck you. Love you guys.
Yeah, and you know what?
And if you like the movie, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That you like the
movie.
We stick to fuck this movie. Rating a fuck this movie?
Rating a fuck this
Oh, fuck this movie.
All right. Really high Javi. He's super stoned. He's so high he can't go home.
How's that, Doug?
No.
Pull together, man.
But,
Before you turn the frogs gay.
they're eating our babies!
My God.
Well, I just want full-term abortions!
And this shit with the whole, like, they're trying to get the babies so they can sell their organs on the black market was fucking amazing. You know how much a pancreas goes for.
No, I don't.
They're eating these babies. And they're turning the frogs gay! Fucking love it. Yeah, that was fucked up. But I want to talk about something fucked up that happened in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
What kids doing up there?
All right, so I feel like I should bury the lead on this. This is a fucked up podcast. We're going all over the place.
Oh, come on. What yins doing? Yin.
All right. Court documents indicate that 33-year-old blah, 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 these three guys, basically, from Clearfield County, Pennsylvania, will be sentenced on April 23rd. Each are facing more than 1,400 misdemeanor counts of sexual intercourse with an animal, in addition to a slew of charges related to cruelty of animals, endangering the welfare of children, and corruption of minors. A criminal complaint in Clearfield County said the witness saw these guys having sex on a regular basis with
Horses.
What else?
Sheep.
A goat.
Chickens?
A cow. And dogs.
Oh.
The encounters occurred over the course of 4 to 5 years. Once again, 1,400 misdemeanor counts per individual. Basically, these guys lived on some kind of weird hillbilly commune with their trailers out in the middle of the boonies, in the middle of nowhere. And they had a little fuck ranch where any animal that was running around was not free-range chicken, but free-range fucking. And they were fucking everything.
It was like the
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
bunny, cow, horse, duck, pig, chicken ranch, like whatever animal you got, we'll do it with the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
The frogs are gay.
Yeah, the dog do. You can fuck the frogs if you're gay.
My favorite thing about this was
the Moonshine Bunny Ranch.
They were. What you could see was the little kick you did.
Told you.
It looked like Woody whenever Andy's playing with him, his legs are kicking out. What I like to imagine though, these guys were just out there drinking and doing meth because meth is heavy in Western Pennsylvania, and just walking out and
America.
seeing whatever fucking animals out there going like, I'm gonna fuck that. I'm about to tag that chicken.
Top of the food chain, motherfuckers.
You think they would catcall these animals? Be like, oh, look at that there.
Yeah.
Baby!
Yeah, they're really calling cats. Hey, Mr. Catman! Get over here! Come on, Mr. Catman!
Me and my friend had a joke about like how you say to people like, "Hey, you gonna eat that?" They'd be like, "Hey, you gonna fuck that?"
Hey, you gonna fuck that? No, man, feel free to eat it, fuck it, do whatever you do.
All right, the criminal complaint states that Wallace was mostly into having sexual intercourse with dogs, but he'd also had sexual intercourse with horses and a goat. This is my favorite line. According to the criminal complaint, Brubaker admitted that he had had sex with every female horse, and also a goat, a cow, and a dog. What cracked me up was the every female horse.
Hey, I didn't fuck any of them guy horses, but I tell you what, all them girl horses, I fucked all them. I fucked all them girl
fucking
horses,
Mel
for
Allen
sure.
is super gay.
I love
They
that.
kinda look down
No.
You say it with like, I ain't no queer like the frogs over there.
I ain't fucking no gay frogs. I fucked all them girl horses. That's what we call mares. Nags, if you would. Fuck them male horses. No, wait, I didn't do that. I did not do that. I did just the female horses. Because I ain't gay. Yeah, I fucked the goat. The dog. Oh, shit.
You think he really punched the word female when he was giving his statement?
God damn.
Like, I just fucked a female.
Yeah. You know the dude horses over here.
I didn't fuck no studs. I didn't fuck no studs.
Not my style, not my stallions. You know what I'm saying? I'm the stud.
I pull the bridle.
That's right.
I'm broken. Oh, I need a minute.
Yeah.
No.
What's he yelling about the female horse? Nothing my beloved. Oh shit! Oh, so good.
Oh shit!
This has been Duck. I've been here with
Jake.
and listen to the next one starting now.
Okay.
That sounds like a wet diarrhea.
And there it is. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you have enjoyed it, please do not forget, share with your friends. That is how we grow the network. And if this is your first time listening, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, and give We Are Podcast a like. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcast here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Bagu, a video game podcast featuring me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood. That's where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. Don't forget, Heroes Gyros, a Dungeons and Distraction side quest. Me and the boys were sitting down, we're playing some D&D, we're having so much fun. You can go and start that from the beginning of the journey, Season 1, Episode 1. You're going to love it all the way through. And finally, I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I'm going to sit down with some of the most epic people I've ever met in this world, and we're going to talk about their life, we're going to talk about their trials and tribulations, and we're just going to talk about their journey this far. Head on over to our social media. All links can be found in the description. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. Also, head over to the Facebook group, We Are Era. We would love to see you in that group. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed the podcast today, share it with your friends. That's the only way we can grow this network. With that said, do not forget, support local comedy in any way that you can. We really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.